What's going on, everyone? So, I've been playing Scrap Mechanic for not that long, um, but I'm here to do a tutorial for a flyer that is it's quite good for the simplicity. It just takes some getting used to flying it, and it only requires one max thruster, and that's probably the most expensive thing you're gonna need. If you're looking for something that isn't using a max thruster, then unfortunately I can't help you there. Um, Everything in the bar here is what you're going to be using. Um, lift, lift, obviously. Um, what is it? Wiring tool, welder, thruster, a couple pipe pieces, bearings, buttons, suspension pieces, pretty much all that. And you got your fuel tank and your thruster, your max thruster. So how we're going to start this one out is it would be easier if we did that, put that down, and we then hammered it, because we need to get to that underside here. And as you can see, it's not going to fit normally. Let me zoom in. It's not going to fit normally because it's not even. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put a bearing and then that. So if we put let's put this back on the left. So it should look something like that, with the bearing in the middle. On any of the sides, it doesn't matter which side this is. This doesn't really impact, but this is going to be your back of the vehicle, if I remember how to make this correctly. Because I made this in my survival world, so I'm doing this by memory. So that, plug that into that, and then change that to be, I think it will be 45 degrees, and just take that off the lift just in case. Oh, sorry, I did it the wrong way around. I didn't mean to change that one. It meant to be that one. 45, right. And if you look now, that is a diamond shape, so that should be more in the center, but it will pull back. So when it's in motion, it's going to move that way. So we've got that done, and you're going to need a couple suspension pieces. So this is, if you're not looking for suspension pieces for your fly machine, then I really don't know how you're going to do it, but good luck, I guess. So you put a bearing down and then a corner pipe piece. Then you put a suspension piece. This is the sports suspension piece, just in case. And then put it on there, and it has to do this with that little blue swoosh. So that's when you know you've done it right. But if I take this off the lift, it's going to drop and be all droopy. So this is where you put it on the lift, and you select the pipe itself and then the rest of the vehicle. And that is now a glitch. So if I hit it, it will move left and right, but it won't move up and down. It will try and keep linear. So that's now keeping up and down. And this is where stuff gets a little bit more difficult. Right. So was it there, I think? No, it's there. So you put a bearing down, a pipe piece, and then your suspension piece. Then up here you put your corner piece, and this is where you need a block of your choosing. Just something cheap and light, but durable at the same time. So that's why I'm just going with a block of wood, and then put this back on the lift. So it should look something like this right now. You hold that piece and then push it back towards, and that should now be glitched. So now if I try and hit it, it should, yep, see that? It's not tipping over as much. I am going to say this. It's harder to turn in creative. So if you're using this in creative, it's going to be a lot harder to steer. And so now it's going to stay upright. So this is where you can put your other pipe piece down, but first you put your bearing, then you put your pipe piece, then you put your suspension piece. Oh wait, sorry, I've done it wrong. That needs to be connected to that, and it does that swoosh, and then you put on the. Now you weld it. My bad. So now that should all be connected, and then that should be connected to the. Yeah, so now that's this suspension piece here is connected to that block at the top, and then that block is connected to the rest of the thing. So now it should stay. So this is where you would put your seat on the top. Which way is facing forward? I think it's that way. Or is it that way? I can't remember. I think it's that way. So that is now this is what you've got right now. And oh, by the way, I didn't even show what the finished result should be. It should look, where is that? Scrap. Survival scrap faster. So this was an older design. But I made it look a lot nicer because I didn't want to make it look tatty. So in here, this doesn't have to be a max, by the way, but in here you connect to this bearing and to this bearing, and so to change 2 and 3, the second ring to be whatever interval you want. I'm going to change mine to be 45 just for simplicity, and I'd smack a button just on the bottom here for just, and when you press it, it should start pulling. But yeah, I would get this thruster. You put on max. You plug this thruster into the fuel container, and then you put the thruster into the seat. So if you press W, oh, why are you not working? Did I not turn the? No, it's on. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there's no fuel. Remember to have fuel, people. Well, I didn't mean to put the minus in there. So, right, I've got the fuel in now, and now I should... So, now you should be able to go up and down and stay in that direction. So, the button that you connected to this, you then pick that and drag it over into that seat. So, now, if you've... Oh, yeah, double check. These have to be in the same direction. So, this one will be changed, and that means it should then move forward. And then if you press... if you press W, you now go forward, and you can now go forward and tip forward. That's not really what we're wanting here. So to be able to complete it, you get the seat and you put into that bearing there. And now with W, you can turn. Very slow and creative though. And then you can then press W to go up, and then S and D to turn left and right, and then tip forward to then change your direction, and now you can move forward. And that's pretty much the gist of it. If it doesn't work, just put a comment in the description. I can probably help you. But this took not too long to design, but I'm quite happy with it. And yeah. I'll show you it working in survival as well. So yeah. So I'm in my survival world right now, and this is the exact same thing I've made, but instead I haven't used pipe pieces. You can do it with blocks if you want. But I've added a bed on the back of mine, so I can respawn on the actual thing. So if I die, or this goes flying off into the distance, if I die, I should respawn it. And to fly, again, W up. But with the bed, I will warn, as you can see, it's tipping backwards. So first button, you should be able to now move forward, and it's a lot easier to turn. As you can see, this is just an instant turn on a dime. But if you are doing this, I do recommend finding an oil pond. because it is going to be impossible to try and keep this thing fueled. But it's so easy to get on top of warehouses, getting resources. Like, I'm addicted to this thing. As you can see, I've made a launch pad in my base because I don't use my my vehicle anymore. And oh, yeah, and I can get like anywhere in the map using this thing. Warning: it does guzzle petrol really, really quickly, like really quickly. So, just keep an eye on that, and just yeah, I would just recommend having a quite a lot at disposal. But yeah, that's pretty much the tutorial done. Again, if you have any questions, put a comment in the description, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I don't know, I might do another video, I might not. I don't know how many people are going to even watch this. Probably like 2 people, but still. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.